respected colleagues. The motion is on the abandonment of the construction of Bonny Bodo Road in Rivers State, co-sponsored by my 8 other colleagues. The House notes with concern the abandonment of the construction of the Bonny Bodo Road, which, when completed, will be of strategic commercial importance, not only to the people of the locality, but also to Rivers State and Nigeria as a whole. Also notes that Bonny is host to the liquefied natural gas (NLNG), which is the single largest oil investment in the country that paid about $1.5 million as taxes in 2015. NLNG also paid about $5 million as dividend to the federal government. We are also aware that within 2015, NLNG gave 150 million naira. Apart from NLNG, Bonny also hosts the ExxonMobil terminal and also the Shell crude oil export terminal, which is the largest export terminal in Africa, to mention but a few. Aware that in 1973, Commander Alfred J. Spieth, the then military governor, proposed the construction of the Bonny Road, and by 1974, the Rivers State government received a feasibility study and design for the construction of that road. Also aware that on the 4th of December 2002, the federal government awarded the contract for the construction of the said road to Jito Construction Nigeria Limited for the sum of 24 billion naira, out of which 10.4 billion naira was paid, representing about 43.5% of the contract sum. But only 19% of the job was said to have been done. Further aware that the construction work was stalled until December 2014, when the road was re-awarded to Julius Berger Nigerian PLC for the sum of 120 billion naira by the Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's administration. Cognizant of the fact that NLNG indicated interest to provide 50% of the contract sum, while Julius Berger Nigerian PLC, having signed its part of the contract, also agreed to proceed to site if 15% of the contract sum was paid upfront by the federal government. Also cognizant of the fact that federal government appropriated only 1 billion naira in 2015 budget for the project estimated to be completed in 54 months. Concerned that out of the 54 months period given for the completion of the project, over 24 months have lapsed due to the federal government's lack of commitment with regard to the disbursement of the mobilization fund. Also worried that unless urgent steps are taken to maximally utilize the remaining period of the estimated time for the project, take advantage of the offer by NLNG to provide 50% of the contract sum, and avoid the inevitable likelihood of mounting inflation, the primary aim of the project will be defeated. An expected increase in the commercial, social, and economic lives of the residents of the area will remain a mirage. Further worried that the huge, almost over 500% extra cost expended on operational logistics of doing business for companies and individuals alike when compared to other areas is most likely to increase drastically with inflation, as well as the fact that the inevitable constant loss of lives and property via both mishaps, owing to the nature of the only easily affordable access route for the average resident to the area, will become a norm, as very few residents can afford to be flown by air or ferried via NLNG large boats to the island. the House resolves, 1, to mandate the Committee on Works and Appropriation to include the requested mobilization fee of 18 billion naira only in the 2017 appropriation budget and disburse same to Julius Berger Nigerian PLC for immediate commencement of the project. And 2, to mandate the Committee on Legislative Compliance to ensure compliance and report back to the House within 4 weeks for further legislative action. I so move.
Speaker, I rise to support the motion for the federal government to revisit the abandoned
and in line with the provisions of our relevant rules of caution. Those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against it say nay. Ayes have it.